Katy Perry. You like Katy Perry?
I love Katy Perry.
I'm a huge fan of Katy Perry. Hey, welcome back. And if you're going out for Valentine's Day, if it seems like a great idea, then you start thinking about it, and then you're like waiting hours upon hours for your favorite restaurant. So instead of going out in the cold, as Jackie just told us, why not stay home and create an intimate space for you and your Valentine? And showing us how to do just that is Dawn Stanford. So Dawn, it's going to be cold outside. We want to be warm. We want to be cuddled up next to someone we love, but we want it to be special. We don't want it to be like any other Saturday night.
Absolutely.
So how do we make it special?
How we make it special is by not going out, fighting lines, staying in, and deciding how you want to do it.
Okay.
Valentine's dinner at home brings you in, lets your loved one know that you took like a lot of thought and time and preparation and put into it. So you can start in your, if you have a formal kitchen or formal dining room, or a breakfast nook, you can do it there, or you can do what we call the fireside picnic, you know, and it brings that kind of warmness back to your life since we're in the dead of winter.
Right. I was going to say, if you have a one-bedroom in Southeast or something, you know,
you need a little bit of another option.
Yeah.
This is a perfect option for that.
That's cute.
So another thing that you can do is, in the fireside chat, all you need is a blanket, which most of us have.
Right.
Lay it out on the floor. Get yourself a picnic basket, and if it's not your actual, but a basket that you can kind of put stuff into to kind of give the theme a little bit of, a nice bottle of champagne. Lighting and music go a really long way with this.
Yes, of course.
If you're not, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask, so what if you do have like the house scene or whatever? Does it matter where you're going to serve dinner? I mean, we always hear about breakfast in bed. Could you do dinner in bed?
I would say breakfast in bed is probably better than dinner in bed.
Yeah.
But, you know, there is an option of, depending on the size of the home, you can certainly do upstairs versus downstairs or the basement if it's more private and you have young children in the house and you want a little bit more intimate setting. And you can also include the children in it. They would love a fireside picnic.
Yeah, a little picnic and hanging out. Yeah.
Even a formal dinner. The children will still love getting involved. I did a set of sticky notes, which is kind of a thoughtful way to interject a gift. For the kids.
That's what I was going to ask you, because you talk about lighting and music and how that plays a big part in setting the mood. But what about, like you said, little sticky notes, just reminding the person of why you love them?
I happen to do it because it wasn't for anyone special. Just love quotes, you know, looking up online and just writing the love quotes that pertain to you or you feel connected with.
I saw a love note from Kid and it said, "Let's get it on," so I'm stealing that one.
That's certainly another option as well. And then I'll tell you, Red Envelope has a really great gift, and it's these little stones over here, and they have little notes on them that all sides say, "I love you," and then the other side says because and the reason why.
Yeah, this one says because you're an inspiration.
And so those are really cute and it's thoughtful. Right. And just because you're doing the dinner, I want us all to remember it doesn't mean that you don't do a thoughtful gift alongside it, just to kind of seal the deal.
Really? Because I'm telling you, doing dinner, that's a pretty big step.
It is, but you can do it either way. You can do the formal or you can do kind of the shabby chic picnic, but at the same time, if it's too daunting to actually cook the whole meal, like you've gotten off work, it's 5 o'clock, you're planning for an 8 o'clock dinner, run by that restaurant you know your loved one loves, pick up their favorite dish. They'll be just as happy. Once they see this, the fact that you didn't cook it, it's really not going to matter.
They're going to love that? Yeah. Okay, so what do you suggest that you do cook for a meal? Like if you're going to do the picnic, what dinner idea do you have?
Okay, if you're going to do the picnic, a satay would be good, which is typically easy. A white rice would be good. It's kind of like that winter barbecue-ish switch over.
So kid, no bologna sandwiches.
Right, right. Unless you're getting the kids involved, then it's only fair that you do something that they can kind of have fun with too.
Right. Okay, but if you're going to do like the formal sit down.
You're going to do a formal sit down. For guys, I always feel like fish is easy. You put it in the oven, put it in some foil, close it up tight.
There you go.
You know, ladies, and not some men too that are chefs, can go a lot more expansive with it. I think the biggest thing is that you want to make sure for dinner either way, you have more than one course. Because that what prolongs the
day
experience.
or the evening.
Right, and builds.
Could you do a little Lady in the Tramp action, have some spaghetti?
You could.
That would be fun.
You could.
Now, you made some dessert?
I did, and what I wanted you to see that just something simple goes a really long way. All it is it's layered like a trifle cake would be, and it's red velvet cupcake, whipped cream, and strawberries. Layer it. It looks beautiful in a glass. Stick a spoon in it, and it still
And there
tastes
you go.
good. Yeah.
And you have a pretty little design here with like the dishes and everything. I like. So this isn't just your everyday come over and have dinner with me. These are special plates.
This is, I really thought about you. I really wanted to do it differently this year. The beauty is this year it's on a Sunday. You know, most times it's on a weekday.
On a Tuesday.
Right, and we don't have much time. But on a Sunday you have a little bit more time to give to it.
Right.
So for that reason, but if you don't have the perfect dishes or something of what you see here, you can use your dishes at home. That's the whole point of it. You can still add the candles. It's all about your mate, what makes them happy.
Do you think you should tell the person like to get dressed up? Because even if you like, if you were going out, you would get all dolled out.
Absolutely.
So if they're coming to the house or you're going to their house, you'd be like, this is going to be a special night. I need you to.
And yeah, I would give them no clues. I would make them go through all the process of a normal, as they would think, I'm going out. And then when they show up, they're like, oh, wow. Not only that, you know, being at home, there's a lot more intimacy to that versus being in a public space. It's a lot more relaxing. You can talk as long as you want. You don't feel pushed by the waiter to kind of move it along on a busy night.
So guys, this is going to be for the grown and sexy.
That's
Dawn,
right.
Before I let you go, where can we find more information and get some ideas, some extra ideas?
You can go, there's a blog on my site, which is www.gatheringsouls.com. Certainly follow us on social media, all meaning Periscope, Twitter, LinkedIn.
You're there.
We're there.
All right, Dawn, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, stay with us because we have more Let's Talk Live coming up after the break.